still haven't passed any major legislation. Do you guys know why? Because of us, absolutely. It may not look like a giant rally today, but rallies like this one throughout the country have made a tremendous impact. We've been able to sway Republicans. How about that? Right? And we're not going to stop here, because this is just one victory and we have many more to come. We're going to take the House in 2018, and we'll make sure that no Trump care and no other Trump legislation will ever reach his desk, because we will block it, we will resist it, we will oppose it with every bone in our body. So, today we were actually here to make sure our senators here in California commit to a time and date when they're going to withhold consent in the Senate and filibuster by amendment. How many folks have been getting the emails and know what those two things are? Yep. So basically, those are procedures in the Senate that can block legislation indefinitely until the Republicans change the Senate rules, which will basically make it even more clear how illegitimate their policies are and how far they have to go to get anything passed. However, it looks that we don't need to push for that today, because Trump care isn't going anywhere. So, in fact, even Plan C, which was repeal and then spent 2 years on trying to write some legislation, even that doesn't have support. However, that doesn't mean Trump care is dead. Trump care is a zombie, like many of the other policies that are coming from the Republicans. And they will look for other ways through the budget process to defund Obamacare. They will look for ways to cut taxes for the rich and take Medicare from people. And we're not going to stop. We're going to call out each of these policies, and we're going to keep resisting until they learn their lesson that they really can't take over this country and they can't make it any worse. Yeah. Yeah. So, let me take a quick break right now, and let's have some music. Are you ready, Doug, to give us some music? Beautiful. Please do.
Thanks for coming out. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? As I walk through this troubled world, there's only pain and misery. But where are the strong? And who are the trusted? Where's the harmony, sweet harmony? And each time I feel like this inside, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Strong? Who are the trusted? Where is the harmony, sweet harmony? And each time I feel like this inside, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Peace and love, everybody. Come on, people, come on, children, come on down to the glory river. Gonna wash you up and wash you down. Gonna lay the devil down, gonna lay that devil down. I got fury in my soul. Fury's gonna take me to the glory goal. In my mind I can't study war no more. Save the people, save the children, save the country now. Come on, people, sons and mothers, to the dream of the two young brothers, and the people dream, the people will sing. We can build a dream with love. We can build a dream with love. I know we can build a dream with love. We can build a dream with love. I got fury in my soul. Fury's gonna take me to the glory goal. In my mind I can't study war no more. Save the people, save the children, save the country, save the country. Come on, save the country, save the country, save the country now.
Thank you, Doug. That was beautiful. Is that the tune of victory or what?
Yes.
So, Mike, join us.
I don't know who to speak of.
You don't know who to speak of.
I am the Grim Reaper, sir.
Oh, the Grim Reaper, the useful idiot Grim Reaper, the Undertaker of Trump care and dumb care. Please join us.
Hello, everybody. Yes, it is true. I'm here today. I am Death, also known as the Grim Reaper. I'm so glad to see so many of you here, some of whom I'll be seeing soon. Some it will take a while. I'm here today to give you a message that you may find surprising. Yes, though I am the Grim Reaper, though I make a living killing people off, I've got to tell you, I am here today to say I am against Donald Trump and the Republicans' plan for the future of health care. Now, let me explain. I love death. It's what I do. The Black Plague, everybody familiar with that? Influenza outbreaks, right? That's me. I love it. But there's a problem. You see, the GOP has already put so much on my plate. You understand? By dismantling the EPA, they're going to skyrocket cancer rates, poisonings. By getting rid of workplace safety rules, you'll have more employees dying. You're going to have products that'll kill you that you never saw coming. By gutting the State Department, of course, there's no more negotiations, so it's just all war, missiles, and more missiles. So think about all the extra deaths the GOP are already asking me to harvest. Then, exactly, I am not a young reaper. Sure, during the Dark Ages, I could have done it, but there was 1/8 of the population. Now, we have billions and billions of people on this planet, and the GOP seems to want to get rid of all of them, starting with their version of, okay, we can't pass our own plan, why don't we choke Obamacare to death? Well, what would happen then? I know from reliable sources that would kill a minimum of 250,000 1,000 people over the next 10 years directly because of this policy. Now, this comes from the New England Journal of Medicine. I love their work. 250,000 people, it's more likely it'll be 500,000, possibly 1 million people killed directly because of Republican policy. And that's not counting, of course, all the financial failures that lead to stress, suicide, depression, more disease, where you start to pile it up, millions and millions of deaths. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a fit reaper. I am a trim, all right, I'm not a trim reaper, but I am a grim reaper who is proud of doing his job well. But I say to the GOP today, I can't do it. You're killing too many people at once. You've got to prioritize who you're going to kill. So my suggestion, if you're going to dismantle the EPA, and you're going to gut the State Department, and you're going to gut every other rule out there, is why not go with one thing that works? Why not go with health insurance for the people? Why not improve what's there? Why not let the Grim Reaper have a break sometimes? And so I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, yes, today there was a victory of sorts for us in that they're not going to gut it today. But don't let that make you complacent. People say, well, why are you out here, Grim Reaper? Why are we all out here protesting? Because every chance they get, this thing comes back like a zombie in a horror movie. And I love zombies in horror movies. So I say to you, people, stay vigilant. Watch the GOP. Watch them closely, because I guarantee they want me to do way too much work. Fight the GOP. Keep the ACA. Thank you for your time. Perhaps I'll leave you a few more days to live.
Thank you, Grim Reaper. Thank you so much. So, now, as we know, in California, we do have 3 million people uninsured. And I see a man right there with a sign for SB 562. Would you like to say a few words about SB 562? Well, is that you do it for you? Okay, all right. So, how many people here know about SB 562, number one? There you go, absolutely. So this bill has been stalled. This bill has been parked in the naughty bill committee, when in fact it's a bill that should go forward, because it is a lie that it cannot be funded and we can't afford it. There's plenty of money in the private healthcare and insurance industry that can be transferred over to SB 562. It is not true that this bill is going to radically change our healthcare system. It is simply a way to insure everybody. And it is our right. Healthcare is a human right, and we have to push forward, and you have to let Anthony Rendon know that this is a bill that should move forward in the legislature. But again, we are back to the ACA, and Zachary, do you want to come up here for a little bit?
Hi everybody, my name is Zachary Boisvert. I'm the organizer for Southern California and Hawaii with the Indivisible team based in DC. So I wanted to come out here today and first of all say a huge thank you on behalf of the whole team for the work that you're doing, and congratulations as well. As I'm sure you all know, we had a huge victory last night. We had 2 Republican senators declare that they would not be supporting the repeal. So what it's looking like now is that Senator Mitch McConnell will be pushing for a strict repeal without any replacement. But what that means is we just need to double down our efforts. We do have a little bit of time, but we're absolutely not going to let up. If our efforts today are any indication of that, then we're on the right path. So thank you again so much. Keep up the great work, and we're one step closer to killing this bill once and for all.
So, now what happens if zombie care moves forward? What happens if they want to repeal? What do we need our senators to do? We need them to withhold consent. We need them to filibuster by amendment. These are Senate procedures that have to be used. With these procedures, we can stall legislation indefinitely. So what I would like you to do today, after you leave here, I'd like you to call Senator Feinstein's office and find out when she's going to do it. because she has committed to actually doing it, but we'd like to know when. Okay? We'd like to know under what circumstances is she actually going to go all the way and make sure that we leave no tool unused and no stone uncovered as we resist this terrible bill, which is Trump Care. So, now, Doug, where's Doug? Doug. Doug? Oh, Doug, would you like to play another song for us? All right, do we have any requests for Doug in terms of music?
If I had a hammer in the morning, a hammer in the evening, all over this land, I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. It's a bell of freedom, it's the bell of warning, it's the bell of love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. And I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. It's a song about freedom, it's a song about justice, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, well, I had a hammer, and I had a bell, I had a song to sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's a hammer of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, Who knows more than one verse? Come on, somebody. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. Nobody needs the words. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest, save them, to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pete Rockwell. I'm a retired printer and union organizer. All right, how's that? Can you hear me? I think we need a national march for health care for all in this country. And I think it should be on the one-year anniversary of the Women's March. I think it should be modeled after the Women's March. It should be in Washington, D.C., and all the cities around the country. And I think we should get as many or more people than we had in the Women's March. And I think we need a lot of people who voted for Donald Trump or voted for third-party candidates, as well as straight-up Democrats. I think the main reason to do such a march is to get the attention of Democratic candidates and independent candidates up and down the ticket, because this is an issue that will start winning elections for people on the left, people in the progressive community in the next 2 elections. If the person that the Democrats nominate for president in 2020 comes out wholeheartedly for health care for all, they're going to win the election, because this issue is not going to go away. The reason it's not going to go away is the Republicans are going to refuse to fix it, because the people that fund the Republican Party don't want to pay for it. Obamacare is based on the idea that the rich people pay for health care for people that don't have so much money. That's the whole idea behind this kind of push, what we've got in California and what Bernie Sanders has been talking about for years. People who have money should give a little bit of it to pay for everybody's health care. And the government should be the insurer. We should get the insurance companies out of health care entirely. But I think the march should talk about health care for all in the words that Donald Trump used when he ran for president, and he's used it since he became president. He said repeatedly, we need health care for everybody in this country, and it should be really cheap and really good health care. He said it a couple of weeks ago. He's on video saying, you know, this isn't a very Republican idea and I might lose some votes over it, but I think we need to cover everybody. Okay, we know he was lying. We just wanted to get elected. But let's take him at his word. Let's say, all right, President Trump, we're out here in millions today marching for health care for all because you said we deserve it. So we're going to help you get it for us. The Congress won't give it to you, well, we'll make them give it to you. So that's the idea behind the march. Like I said, I think it ought to be on the 1-year anniversary of the Women's March, and it should look to the Women's March as a model for what a march can do and what a march can be. Because that was a great moment in the history of this country. I was in downtown LA trying to get to Pershing Square to hear the speakers at the march, and I couldn't move. I was pressed up against the building, and there were too many people, and I was starting to get irritated, and I thought, wait a minute. I should be happy there's so many people here. I've never been in a march this big. And I know a lot of people that are here today were in that march too. So let's do it for health care next time. Yeah, everybody likes the idea of health care for all, and everybody likes the idea of a march. Go on, move on, and find this petition. All right, we got you, buddy. All right, don't fall off that thing. You're going to need health care if you do. All right, go on, move on, find the petition, sign it. The petition is titled National March for Health Care for All. It says, Dear President Trump, senators and House members, some of us voted for you and some didn't. There are things you've done in office that some of us disagree with, but we all agree that with one thing you've said many times, Americans should all have great, affordable health care. We plan to deliver this petition to the offices of the federal government all across the country personally on the same day so that you will be sure to get the message. Health care is a right. America needs health care for all. That's the whole petition right there. So sign it. It's on moveon.com. You can sign it on my phone if you want. The URL is on here. You can do a Google search for Move On Petitions National March for Healthcare for All, and it'll come up right at the top of the list. Go on there and sign this thing. We've only got 85 signatures the last time I looked. It's only been there since January 3rd. So let's see if we can spread this idea around and get it moving. That's all I got to say.
Hello again, Indivisible. Just a quick update. National has just launched a new explainer. going through the 3 possibilities of what could happen now that the BCRA is dead. So keep your eyes open for that. It's on our website, and it's looking like they could call a vote, knowing that they'll lose it, so that they can declare defeat and go on to their next steps in the agenda, which are all just as awful and we would need to stand strong against as well. They could proclaim defeat and then work through another version of the bill in the shadows. Again, we've seen it come back a few times already. Or it could finally be done. But whatever it is, check out our explainer. Keep up to date with the website. If you're not signed up for the email updates, definitely do that as well. And keep up the good fight. Thank you again so much.
Now, I think there's a group here which is Refuse Fascism, and they have some really strong words as to Donald Trump and how to get rid of him. So come on up, brother.
My name is Justin. I'm an organizer with RefuseFascism.org. Just this Saturday, July 15th, we met at Hollywood and Highland, and Refuse Fascism had organized protests in 19 other cities across the country. People stood up all across the country to say no to a fascist regime, and I'm here to read a speech that was read out on the 15th to you all today. In the name of humanity, driving out a fascist regime is not a small matter. It is not easy, but it is what we must do going forward from today. Nuclear war, the devastation of the planet, immigrants, Muslims, women, LGBTQ persons, the disabled, the sick, the elderly, Black and Latino people are all in direct peril. We will pledge today to unite, to stand up, to resist, to act with courage and conviction, and not rest until this regime is driven from power, because that is what is at stake in confronting this fascist regime of Donald Trump and Mike Pence, is nothing less than the future of humanity and a habitable earth for all. Refuse Fascism salutes all of you here and across the country who have come out today. You're here because you will not sit by and get on with your life when so many people in terror, for fear of being locked up or deported, for fear of losing their health care, losing access to medical services. You are here because you see the danger. You see the danger that is the Trump-Pence regime. And you will not be a person who says that when they came for the Muslims, I did nothing because I was not a Muslim. When they came for the immigrants, I did not do something because I was not an immigrant. We stand up today because we must act when there is still time to stop a catastrophe for the world. I want to give a special salute to you, those at the Refuse Fascism protest this last Saturday, and those who came out in Houston, who came out in defiance of the Orwellian-named fascist thugs, the Texas Freedom Force, who called on their rabid followers to come with their guns and their Confederate flags, which they said are not flags of racism, to intimidate people from standing up to the demand that the Trump-Pence regime must go. We recognize, too, that just here in Los Angeles, at the Refuse Fascism protest that began at the obscene Donald Trump Hollywood star, which a group of fascist thugs had vowed to defend, Refuse Fascism answered, "What you are defending is the noose and the nukes, a racist fascist regime that threatens the planet. No, we will not be moved," and we were not moved. Also a salute to those at Refuse Fascism in New York City who for 100 hours of no have been out in front of the fascist Fox News network, which has since its inception by that sexual predator, Roger Ailes, has been the lying voice and organizing propaganda vehicle for cohering the fascist streams in this country, and which is today the bullhorn for the Trump-Pence fascist regime. To everyone who is standing up today in defiance to the Trump-Pence fascist regime, we salute you. Today is the beginning of what must be a new stage of struggle. There must be no illusions about what we face. We must discuss, debate, and struggle hard with each other and understand the tremendous necessity we face in confronting a regime that is in the most powerful country in the world, that is hell-bent on consolidating fascism. Yes, it is an American fascism. Manifest destiny and American exceptionalism, a fascism wrapped in the Bible, taken literally with the American flag, saturated with racism, misogyny, and xenophobia. Going forward from today, what we do and what we say must shatter the illusion and the self-delusion that what we face is just another in a long line of bad administrations, and that the checks and balances of the system will prevail and rescue us. No, that would be a turning away from the situation we confront. But we must not fail to sound and then answer the alarm that what is at stake here is even whether or not there will be the political, the legal, and the civic space for dissent and resistance. Already in state after state and at the federal level, they are moving to raise the stakes for dissent and protest. The rights and dignity of the people have no place in this program and the coarsened heart of this regime. No, we must transform our struggle to be something far more serious, a struggle that can alter the course of history, driving out a regime that imperils us all. So today, on behalf of Refuse Fascism, the people who have stood up all across the country and across the world, and the brave people who came out today to fight for health care for all human beings, I want to salute you, and I want to say, no, in the name of humanity, we must drive out the Trump-Pence regime. Thank you very much.
So let's make no mistake about why these bills are being pushed forward, even though it is clear to everybody that it's hurting people, and it's corporate greed. It's as simple as that. So let's continue with this chant. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. All right, beautiful. Do we have anybody else here that would like to share something with everybody else? Yes, Donna. Oh, tell us about, yeah, come on up. You want to come?
Donna, who is in the umbrella, and this Donna, we have a Venice Walk Street Huddle in Venice, and one of the things that we've been doing is sending postcards. We're sending postcards with people like Sister District and other people to other districts, but we're also sending to all of our guys. During the time when it mattered to send to Paul Ryan, we sent to his house because we got his address. But we're feeling like we're doing a lot by sending postcards. It's real easy to do. Just color a postcard or not. Just put your name on it. But ask for what you want from any of the people who are involved with this. You could even send Mitch McConnell. We can send everybody. We've been sending Dianne Feinstein. We've been sending our assembly for SB 562. So please join us. If you're interested in the huddle, let Donna or Donna know about it. You want to say something? She'll add. She's better at it.
Hi, I wanted to, no, actually, oh, thank you. I actually wanted to talk about the fact that even with the ACA, we know that the big pharma and the insurance companies still have us all by the balls, and we're still paying more than we should pay. Everyone is paying more than they should pay. I would like to plant the seed for us to think about single payer, and as someone said here, SB 562, which has been stalled now, I'd like for all of us to think about working for installing single payer in California and then later trickling into America. This seems like a pipe dream. It does seem like a pipe dream because of how deeply we're sunk in the influence of big pharma and the insurance companies. But let's all say, let's get back to the ACA, make it better, and then start demanding moving towards single payer in California and everywhere.
Hi, I'm with Resist in LA, resistinla.com. And what we do is just email you when we need to show up at airports, city halls, and resist. So go to resistinla.com and give us your email. We'll notify you.
Now, an anti-Trump rally wouldn't be complete with a reminder about the immigrants and the people who are being targeted by this regime, by our neighbors, by the people who are actually making this country great. So let's remind ourselves and let's chant this one together. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, 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 no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. All right, beautiful. Now, let me, as I look out at you here tonight, I want to make sure that each of you is organized and working in a group. Who is not part of a group right now that meets regularly and has meetings and is planning actions, whether they be lobby visits, coordinated phone calls, rallies? Who is not part of a group here? Don't be shy. All right. Well, you have no excuse. Our resistance is basically fueled and grows by working collectively, by working in groups. Depending on what your disposition is, depending how involved you are, you can do anything from signing online petitions to making phone calls to going to rallies. You can educate yourself on how to help your immigrant neighbors with Know Your Rights campaigns, how you can stop an ICE raid, for example. So definitely go to indivisibleguide.com, sign up, make sure to connect with the group like our Refuse Fascism friends right here. There's Indivisible 43. Oh yeah, that's my group. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's obvious. Then there's Indivisible 33, Indivisible 37 actually. Indivisible Santa Clarita. Absolutely. This setup here and Dove's beautiful guitar is somebody that I met at the Indivisible 37 picnic not too long ago. So continue resisting and look on Facebook. You can find Indivisible groups on Facebook. You can find Indivisible groups on the website. Stay connected, come back, keep organizing, and we will continue to win.